What's up, man?
Not now, dude. I'm editing.
Ah, like I edited your mom last night.
What does that even mean?
But seriously, dude, what you up to?
I'm editing my video for today.
Oh, right, like for that flaptastic thing you're doing, right? It's like 8:45, dude. Aren't you supposed to be like uploading that in the morning or something?
Yeah, well, I kinda got all mixed up and filmed my video for next week, and then even realized because of my new camera, it didn't even have audio. So,
Dude, burn. That sucks, man. Well, what's the topic this week anyway?
it is Free Week.
Buddy, you forgot Free Week? I thought it was like one of your favorite topics to do.
Yeah, don't remind me, dude. I mean, I had like the sweetest intro planned. I had 5 friends that were gonna come out. I had a monkey. I had Tom Petty stopping by. I mean, it was gonna be awesome. But nope, all out the window. Had to come up with something on the spot.
Oh yeah? So what'd you do?
And just another bit with split screens where I talk to myself again.
That's fucking lame, dude. Alright, well, good luck with your nerd shit. I'm out of here.
Yeah, go play with your one ball. And by one ball, I mean your single testicle.
Yeah, right. You love my nut. Admit it.
Hey everybody, it is Tuesday, July 7th. This is my bajillionth time trying to create a video. As you can see, it's very late when this is getting posted. First, yesterday I recorded the wrong topic. Then found out that footage had no audio because I was trying to use my new camera, which is an awesome camera. It's an Olympus Stylus. It's completely indestructible, but the audio, I didn't have it turned on. It was set for underwater filming. And then today I recorded my video for today, this first attempt at this video, and realized that even though I set the audio on it, this doesn't do the best audio because he's built so rigid. He doesn't have that nice receiver right in the front there, so when I talk to it I get a lot of echo. So I'm on my old camera for vlogging. He'll be doing my on-location stuff. Anyways, for this week's topic, Free Week, I have picked something that we all deal with, and that is fat. I want to talk a little bit more. Actually, so I've been doing some reading about fat because I was curious about the process and how the body stores it, and I was trying to educate myself. So I came across some writings that intrigued me, and it talked about fat cells in particular. Now, there's 1,000,001 articles that talk about the skin and fat as we lose weight. What happens? We all know about it, how we get that extra skin hanging, and you know, you can feel the fat that's underneath there, and it's commonly known that it's a byproduct of losing weight, and there's a lot of mixed discussion on what's actually happening. You know, what your body should or should not be doing, what remedies you can use to avoid that, and all that stuff. I want to talk about the fat side of it. Now, the skin side of it, we know there's things you can do like staying hydrated to increase your elasticity, cocoa butter to avoid stretch marks, you know, smearing it all over your lovely bits, all that good stuff. But we don't really talk about what's going on underneath that the skin at the fat cell level. Now, for years, the common belief has been that once you've completed puberty, you have all the fat cells you're ever going to have. You're never going to create new ones. None ever get destroyed. They either fill up with fat when you're heavy, or they are empty from fat. Pretty straightforward, right? But one man begs to differ, and at this point I'm guessing there's others as well. A Professor John Prinz of the University of Queensland, yes, I'm cheating, I have a cheat sheet, he's claiming that a protein, fibroblast growth factor 1, that's intense, or FGF1 for short, makes fat cells, like other cells in human tissue, capable of programmed cell death and regeneration. That's right, he's saying that fat cells can not only generate more, but also, as they're not used, can eliminate them as well. So that goes against the grain of common thought for so many years. And of course, it's created quite the debate. So I'm throwing this out here for us to debate, and I'm going to give my take on it, my opinion. Now, when I think about the fact that they say that the old common thought of you can either create nor destroy fat cells, kind of like matter, can't create or destroy it, I have trouble believing that, okay? Because let's look at this. They're saying that the common practice is saying that I have had the same number of fat cells from when I was 150 pounds to when I got up to 450 pounds. And let's take it even further. Let's say someone from adolescence, puberty, all the way up, and they're one of these guys that, you know, get gargantuan, weighs like 1,500 pounds, bedridden, all that stuff, right? They're saying that person has the same number of fat cells as someone who weighs 150 pounds. I don't think so. It doesn't make sense. Like, I understand the idea of expanding, like a cell expanding, but you take a grocery bag, you can only fill it up with so many candy bars before you either can't fit any candy bars in there or you stuff so hard it bursts, right? I mean, are our cells made of like neoprene that's like immense, this can, you know, elasticize forever? No. What does our skin do? Our skin has to generate more skin to cover our fat butts. So why is it then that these one particular type of cells would not duplicate or increase in number? It just doesn't make sense to me. And thusly, on the inverse side, why would it be that these cells then that are now created or there could not then be destroyed? Because is not nature about balance? Granted, as humans, we throw balance off quite often as far as nature goes, but it just seems to make sense to me that we can that fat cells would be able to be created and destroyed based on those extremes. I've met people who have lost a ton of weight and they perfectly flat skin, no stretch marks, gorgeous. You've seen the supermodels who have the babies. Okay, so skin can handle that. So why not fat? Why not fat? So that's my opinion on the subject. I want to hear your opinion on the subject. If you have an educated guess, if you've read some research, if you have personal experience, if you've lost 110 pounds, if you've lost 2,000 pounds and you now look like an empty garbage bag, or you look fine as ever. Comment, let's start a discussion. Video responses work much better than comments because then you can see your proof and you can talk about it with passion and aggression. Share them. Let's start a discussion. And you know what? The people out there, read the comments when there's comments and reply to those comments. Let's really have an honest to goodness discussion about this. And I will do my best to discuss this as well with you. So that's it for today, this July 7th, Tuesday. I am Death of a Fat Man. Stay tuned tomorrow for Piper and her free week. No idea what she's got planned, but I am sure it will be sexy, hot, and cool and fresh. Just for you. So I will talk to you guys next Tuesday. Take care. Have a healthy one. Bye.